What is good, everybody? Welcome to the 10-year anniversary live stream. For those guys who missed out last time, there is a lot of good stuff coming. So we're going to give everybody a second to come in. And by the way, two things. One, everybody joining, this is live, okay? So I can show you real quick. Today is October 25th. 12 p.m. There's my phone showing the time just to show you guys. But yeah, this is a live stream. So we're going to be going in. And if for everybody coming in, we're going to be doing a sick giveaway. I'll show you guys some of the stuff we got coming. We got this Akai Mini here. We're actually going to be giving away this one literally in 5 minutes. We got a pair of speakers. We're giving away the legendary SM7B microphone. And we got an interface. We got a keyboard, and we got a lot of other great stuff. But we're going to give everybody a second to go ahead and come in here. But I'm really excited for everybody coming in. Real quick, in the chat, everybody, post where you are coming from. What's good? Holy shit, chat's going off. Hell yeah. I see what's up from Ohio. See, everybody's excited about the gear. Hell yeah. I see Michigan. I see Florida, Oklahoma, Baltimore. Hell yeah, Atlanta. What's good? We're from Atlanta too, so we're right up the road. Oregon, Texas, awesome. Brooklyn, Maryland, Florida, awesome. Yeah, guys, we got an exciting day. So first off, today's Saturday. Today's Saturday, right? I'm losing track of time. I got all kinds of stuff in life. Today's Saturday. You guys are here today because y'all are all pretty serious about production. A lot of you artists and producers out there. So I just wanted to thank you guys, take the time, because not only are you guys going to get a chance to win some amazing gear, but everybody who's here today is actually going to be getting 3 plugins as well, completely for free. These are premium plugins that we use, as well as a 10 gigabyte anniversary sample collection. And we got some big surprises coming up. And then for me, guys, for those of you guys who don't know me, I've been in the music industry now for over 13 years, and I've had my sounds used by Drake, Bad Bunny, Future, Roddy Ricch, Tiesto, and the list goes on. And I'm excited to share you guys some important gems for really focusing on how to get level up your music career. So that's what today's going to be about, is to teach you guys some really amazing stuff. Not to mention, you guys are all going to be getting some free stuff as well. We're just going to give everybody a second to show up before we get started. I see Savannah, Georgia. Wow, people from all over. Hell yeah. What kind of music you guys make? Go ahead and post in the chat. What kind of music do you guys make? Vancouver. I see somebody said they're from Vancouver. By the way, Vancouver, we're actually coming. I got a flight right after this. Got a long flight, actually. People from Mexico, California. See Germany. Awesome. London. Okay, cool. As you guys can see, there is producers and artists who make all different types of genres. I see funk, R&B, EDM. And keep in mind, guys, the stuff I'm going to be teaching today has a lot to do with your mindset as a music creator. And it's going to be helping you out quite a bit. So we're going to give everybody 1 more minute to come in, and then we're going to get started. And don't forget, we're going to start the day off by giving away this guy, and we have a lot more giveaways to come. I'll go ahead and mention it again. Everybody who is in here today, if you just stay and watch the live stream, you're getting 3 premium plugins for free. Diablo, which is like a drum enhancer. You can get some really sick mixes on your drums with it. You actually get Corrosion, which is actually a really cool distortion tool that essentially modulates like different sounds with noise. It can really sound cool on a bunch of different things. And you get one more plugin as well. And you get a 10 gigabyte sample collection. That's some of my favorite samples, because our 10-year anniversary was actually last month. And to celebrate, we actually grabbed some of our best samples over the course of 10 years, and we put them onto this one pack. And you guys are getting everything for free, and we have more surprises to come. So just stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. And you're going to be learning a lot. So by the way, just a couple quick tips before we get started. I want to tell you guys, if you guys are watching this, it's preferred if you get in headphones just so you can stay focused, maybe a quiet place. And I would even say take notes, because a lot of the stuff that I'm going to be teaching is actually how Cymatics has essentially got a lot of its success in the music industry. We didn't want to just give you resources or just give away stuff. We actually also kind of wanted to teach you things that would kind of like the give a man a fish he eats once, but teach a man to fish he eats for a lifetime. We wanted to teach you guys things that's really going to help you for your career, the right kind of mindset that really helped us along our way, along our journey. So I have a special presentation for you guys to just really show you guys some of the stuff that's really helped Cymatics grow to a worldwide brand of where it's at today. All right. Let's go ahead and get started here. Let's see. Okay, guys. So, welcome to the Cymatics 10-year anniversary live stream. So I'm Steven. For those guys who don't know me, I'm Steven. I'm the CEO of Cymatics, and today I have something special for you. I'm going to give you guys 3 premium Cymatics plugins for free. You'll be getting our 10 gigabyte anniversary sample collection for free. And most importantly, I'm going to give you something that's priceless. Over the past 10 years, I've discovered that there are 3 major music industry cheat codes. And these cheat codes have helped me go from being just a random bedroom producer to having my sounds used by Drake, Bad Bunny, Future, Meg Thee Stallion, Trippie Redd, Marshmello, Tiesto, and so many others. And I see almost every top producer uses these cheat codes to their advantage. So my goal for you today is not only to give you free stuff, but I also want to give you 3 cheat codes that have helped me gain success in the music industry. Because the music industry is already a hard-ass industry, so let's not make this harder than it needs to be, right? How many of you guys think the music industry is hard? Go ahead and leave a comment, guys. It's a very competitive space. There is a lot of people. Right now, leave a comment if you think the music industry is hard. And by the way, for everybody watching this, just tuning in, not only getting the free stuff, but this is live. Today is October 25th. This is live. I know a lot of people think it's pre-recorded because I have a cool little setup here, but this whole thing is live. Everybody says we have super competitive. Some people are even saying it's political, which honestly it is. It's very difficult, guys. So today's entire presentation is really just to help you guys with this. Okay, so these cheat codes are going to help with sound design, mixing, songwriting, engineering, vocal production, and a lot more. Okay, so if you guys need help in any of these areas, this presentation today is going to help you with all of them. It'll help your music sound way more professional. And don't get me wrong, obviously there's a lot of hard work involved. It's not just, you cheat your way there. There's a lot of hard work involved, but after learning these cheat codes, you'll be able to reach your goals 10 times faster. So to get the most out of today's event, I would suggest taking notes and maybe finding a quiet place to watch with headphones, just so you can stay as focused as possible. And I'll also be giving away $3,500 worth of studio equipment randomly throughout the live stream. Anyways, we can go ahead and get started with our first giveaway. Bang, bang. Here we go. We're going to start by giving away this guy right here. Let me actually get this on full screen. Bang, bang. This little nice keyboard. This is actually my main keyboard I use now. I used to use a big one because I used to play stuff out. But honestly, the convenience of this guy and the fact that you can travel with it is really, really sick. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to ask a question. And whoever answers first correctly in the comments is going to win. And hey, team, if you could stand next to me and help me check it out, that would be great because the comments come so fast. It can be kind of hard to pay attention. So yeah, guys, I'm going to ask a question. Whoever answers first correctly on my live stream will win. Let's keep going here. So the rules are this. The first person to answer my question correctly in the comments will win. But just keep in mind, it's whatever comment shows up first on my live stream. Okay, because people are here from all over the world, so there's a slight delay. And so whoever gets it first right on my side is going to be the one that wins. So here's the question. What's the name of our upcoming production suite? Go. Let's check the comments are coming in quick. They are coming in quick. Boom. There it is. There's the winner. It is. Oh, I see a lot of people answering. ESTELLA Nostalgic. I don't even know how you pronounce that. I'm going to take a screenshot real quick so we have that. Estella Nostalgic. Sorry, that's a hard name to say, but who gives a fuck? You won. Congratulations. Our team will reach out to you. You have won the first giveaway. You won the first giveaway, so congratulations. And guys, I'm going to be giving away a lot more stuff. We have two pairs of speakers. We got this same microphone here. That's a goated microphone we're going to be giving away as well. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. The answer was Destiny. Yeah, you guys. The answer came in. The answer is Destiny, guys. Destiny is dropping next Friday. I'm sorry. Managing that real quick. Estella Majestic. Sorry, that's the most botch thing ever. Anyways, go ahead and give them some congratulations in the comments, guys. We want to spread the love. We want today to be a lot of good energy. So good job. We have a lot of stuff coming. The answer was Destiny. Okay. Couple things. Not only do we have more stuff, but don't forget, we also have plugins and a lot of other stuff just for tuning in today. So I would suggest just watching the whole live stream because you guys are getting a ton of benefit from it. Okay, congratulations. You're the first winner. Okay. But so before we dive in, since it's our 10-year anniversary live stream, I've actually got 2 secret surprises planned for you guys. I'm not going to tell you what they are just yet, but I'll give you a hint. Surprise number 1 is something that we have never done before. And surprise number 2 is actually a big opportunity. We'll announce these very soon, so just stick around to make sure you don't miss out. And for those of you guys who do not know me, my name is Steven, and I'm the CEO of Cymatics and Producer Grind. I've had my sounds used by Drake, Future, Lil Uzi Vert, Bad Bunny, Meg Thee Stallion, Trippie Redd, Roddy Ricch, Marshmello, Tiesto, and so many others. And I've even had my sounds used by companies like Amazon and Netflix. And one of the coolest features was actually getting my sounds used on NBA 2K soundtrack. I'm not going to lie, this one's really cool. For those guys who don't know, I'm actually a pretty big gamer nerd. So as a gamer nerd myself, this one was personally very cool to see. And by the way, I also love Smash Bros, so shout out to Smash. So the reason I started Cymatics was it felt like nobody in the music industry was helping up-and-coming producers and artists. And I'm proud to say that what started as just an idea has turned into a worldwide community of over 35 million producers and artists who use Cymatics every day to make their absolute best music. But let me back up for a second because honestly, it wasn't always like this. Not many people know this, but before Cymatics, I was actually a college dropout with a 1.7 GPA. It's funny, you know those guys that like flip signs on the side of the road? Yeah, that was me, but I had to do it wearing silly costumes. But I will say I can do some sick tricks with that sign. I was pretty bored. But one day I was actually at a house party and I saw my friend making beats in some program called Fruity Loops. And I'm not going to lie, at the time it was really incredible to see, but I thought that dude was going to be famous, if I'm being honest. Looking back though, his music was not that great. But after I downloaded the free trial of FL Studio, and I ended up making one of the worst beats of all time. How many of you guys in the chat right now remember your first beat? How bad was it? I remember in this beat, I had used like glass breaking and all these like really weird sounds. I don't know what I was doing, but honestly, just the fact that you could make music was like very, very surprising to me. Because I just remember being shocked that you could just make music in your bedroom on just a computer. And I always thought you needed an expensive studio to make music. And this was the start of my multi-year journey on learning how to make music. I was real proud of this studio, by the way, guys. That's a real picture I found of my old music setup. I had this like machine because I thought I needed to buy that time. I had my old gaming computers and keyboards set up. Like I was real proud of this thing. It took me a while to save up for all that. So over the next few years, my music was getting better, but there was a few things I just really couldn't figure out. My mixes never sounded like the artist I looked up to. I would spend all night on a song, and then I remember playing it in the car the next morning and realizing the mix was terrible. And I also just remember adding random plugins just because I heard other people talking about them, like using Ozone on my master. Listen, at the time, I had absolutely no business using this plugin on my master, okay? I didn't even know what this was. I mean, like literally everybody's like, oh, you got to use Ozone to get your like songs loud. I was looking at this thing like it was alien technology. I didn't even know what it really did. So it was probably making my music a lot worse at the time. But then one day something clicked. I started making music with my friend Max. And I remember he had already been making EDM and hip hop beats for 4 years. And it was cool because for the first time ever, I finally had some direction. Instead of trying to figure out what I should work on, I would focus more on what the right question was to ask. And by having somebody helping me, it only took me 6 months to catch up to his 4 years of experience. I was able to learn 8 times faster. And that's the first time I realized that going to the next level was not about more hours. It was about surrounding myself with someone who had far more experience than I did. Because having that guidance essentially just made it really easy. And this led to other big jumps in my music career. Like the first time I got into the studio with 2X Grammy-winning producer S1. So he's worked with Kanye, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Madonna, Eminem, and so many other legendary artists. And the first thing I realized around being S1, or the first thing I realized after being around S1 was that you would just never think that he had so many credentials and worked with so many big artists, because he was just super chill. He was the most normal dude and super cool to be around. But the crazy part is when I saw him start to make music. He was doing stuff that I literally would never think to do, and it was really insane to see. So I ended up picking his brain during that studio session about everything. And I remember going back to my house that night, and I immediately made some of the best music I have ever done in my entire life. And this same sort of thing happened when I met up with San Holo. This guy was getting hundreds of millions of streams on his music. Not to mention he was touring and playing major festivals all over the world. That's actually San, by the way. I mean, his crowds are fucking crazy. Like, look at that. He had some of the catchiest music I had ever heard. And I'll never forget one of the piece of advice he gave me. He said, Steven, if I work on a song and leave and go get lunch or go on a break or something, when I come back, if I can't hum that exact melody, it means it wasn't catchy enough. All right. And I was like thinking about that. I was like, wow, that really was like profound. Right. And ever since to this day, like I always make sure I can remember my melodies because I want to have catchy melodies. And it really changed like my entire viewpoint on my music. So by seeing him produce and hearing all the advice he had gave me that week, it felt like my music had gotten 10 times better over the following months. Once again, the major breakthrough for me was who I surrounded myself with. Not how many extra hours I put in. Does that make sense, guys? I know a lot of people think it's just about let me grind out as many hours as possible. Let me lock myself in the basement. But it's really important, guys. It's very important to know that like it's also about who you surround yourself with is very, very important. Okay, so many producers and artists get stuck at the same skill level for years. It almost doesn't matter how much they work on music. They hit a ceiling that they can't get past alone. I know this because I've gotten stuck in those same ruts myself. And I've realized that getting past that ceiling has everything to do with surrounding yourself with the right people. So the first major cheat code you need to know about the music industry is this. The top artists and producers surround themselves with people far better than them. That's very important, guys. I'll say that again. The top artists and producers surround themselves with people far better than them. If you look at every major album, go look at Taylor Swift, for example, or go look at the credits of a Drake album, you'll see just how many talented songwriters and producers contributed to make it possible. Sometimes you'll even see 100+ people credited on a single album. This is literally a Wikipedia screenshot. Go look for yourself, guys. Because top-level people in the music industry know that surrounding yourself with people above your skill level is one of the most important things that you can do for your career. And after I made this connection and realized this, that's when Cymatics really started to take off. I made it my mission to surround myself with top-level sound designers, famous engineers, Grammy-nominated musicians, and producers with major placements because I wanted to learn everything I could fast. Because I knew if it took somebody 5 years to learn some random little production trick, I knew they could teach it to me in only 5 minutes. And I've even taken this concept a step further by building a team of over 40+ talented producers and sound designers under Cymatics, which is a big reason why we've been able to grow into one of the most successful sample companies in the world. So I really took it a step further by not only surrounding myself with those people, but I got those people on my team. That what I would say is like really the next level. So, all right, guys, ask yourself this. Are you surrounded by producers and artists who are better than you? I want to see the chat right now, guys. Are you surrounded by producers and artists who are better than you? Let me see what people are saying. I see a no. I got a few yeses. In there. Nope. Majority no. It looks like about 75-80% no, not currently, and a few yeses. Okay. Do you have a friend that's better than mixing? Here's another question you should ask yourself. Do you have a friend who has better mixes than you? Okay. Very important thing. Do you hang out with someone who is better at songwriting than you? Okay? Just think about this, guys. Or do you have any connections at all, or is it just you sitting in your room? All right? These are the kind of questions you really need to ask yourself, because a lot of people think the answer is ours. I see so many no's right now. So I know for a fact a lot of people in this live stream can benefit from this. All right? Surrounding yourself with the right people is absolutely important. These are important things you need to ask yourself. If you want to write it down, the first thing is this, all right? So instead of always just working on a song, make it a big priority to surround yourself with the right type of people who are better than you. And keep in mind, this doesn't just apply to the music industry. Guys like Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Gordon Ramsay, each had high-level mentors training them throughout their entire careers. So if you guys walk away from today's live stream and only focused on this one cheat code, the only thing you did was surround yourself with better people, you'd surpass 95% of the people trying to make it in this industry. So the bottom line is this. If I would have just focused on more hours rather than better guidance, I don't think Cymatics would have been successful. All right. Does that sound good? We're about to start giveaway number 2. Hey, I want to see some fire emojis, all right? If you guys are going to implement this into your production, if you guys like what's already going, can you drop some fire emojis in the chat? And we are about to do giveaway number 2. I hope you guys really enjoyed that first one and really take it seriously, guys, because for me, I'm telling you, anytime I get into something new, sound design, songwriting, working with a vocalist, studio sessions, I'm always thinking about who's better than me. Right? Because having that mentor, having somebody who can really shortcut you is really important, because of course we all got to put in our 10,000 hours, but are those 10,000 hours with guidance or with guidance or without? Okay. That can be a really big difference maker for you guys. I see tons of fire emojis. I'm glad. I know you guys are motivated and pumped. So let's go ahead and get started with giveaway number 2, which is actually another one of these keyboards here. Let me move up this interface we're going to be dropping here. Bang. There we go. Okay, guys. So next up is another Akai MIDI keyboard. So for this one, I'm going to ask another question. Bang, bang. All right, guys, get ready here. We're going to need to answer quickly. You got to be fast, as you know from last time. And don't forget, it's the first person to show up right on my live stream. What was the name of the last plugin we released? Go. What was the name of the last plugin that we released? Bang, bang. I see a lot of fire emojis transitioning into answers. Somebody said Ghost, Origin, Diablo. No. The correct answer is actually by AVP Official 1256. And the answer was Voxity. So congratulations. You were the first one to answer Voxity on my list. I see some people saying Ghost was not a plugin. Okay, guys. Ghost was a production suite. So you are actually winning. Congratulations. Go ahead and clap it up. Go ahead and clap it up for them. But they are the winner of the Akai MIDI keyboard for our second giveaway. Don't forget, we got the big giveaway coming with the speakers. We're still giving away the SM7B microphone, the same microphone that I'm using right here. And we also have a really nice interface here. And don't forget, guys, everybody here who's here live, because this is a live stream, by the way, guys, October 25th. For those guys who don't believe me, I'm here. We are also giving away 3 premium plugins and a 10 gigabyte sample collection. So congratulations, everybody. A lot of hand emojis, a lot of clap emojis. Good job. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Okay. So let's move on to cheat code number 2. The next big discovery for me was realizing that every major producer and artist who had real success in the industry had something in common. At the highest level, music isn't something where you can just be good at one thing. You can't be good at just only doing drums. You can't be good at only singing. And you can't be good at only making beats. The people who stay at the top of their game all have this one thing in common. It's the versatility factor. For example, if a vocalist doesn't have any understanding on beat making, their versatility factor will essentially be low. And the same goes for a producer who doesn't know enough about songwriting and mixing. And when your versatility factor is low, you essentially struggle to make fully completed songs. In a recent interview with Russ, he talked about how much of a game changer it was that he was able to essentially make his own beats. And even Kid Laroi says he records his records himself without an engineer all the time. Successful people in the music industry are not just one-trick ponies. Because anytime you're inspired by the idea in your head, nothing should stop you from turning it into a full song. And not being dependent on someone else when it comes to finishing your song is a huge advantage. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be more work expanding your skill set. But investing in your own skills is one of the best investments that you can make. So just to help you out, here's a list of skills that I think every producer, artist, and engineer needs to learn. If you guys want to write something down, I would highly suggest keeping this in mind and then kind of thinking yourself about how good you are at these things, right? So first up is mixing. Obviously super important. If you have an amazing song, but it's not mixed that good and there's harsh frequencies and stuff, people are going to shut that shit off. They're going to skip your track and they're not going to listen to it. Beat making is obviously important, right, guys? You got to be able to compose your own songs. I see so many vocalists who are just at mercy of whatever beats they can find. Knowing a little bit of beat making is really important. Melody composition, all right? I'll talk a little bit more later, but I think people who can make melodies right now are actually having a huge advantage in the industry. Mastering, right? Having that top level polish to making sure your songs sound ready to go for Spotify and Apple Music. Sound design, really good way to differentiate yourself as an artist and a producer to really have a unique sound, because sometimes the chord progressions are similar, the drums are similar, but the sound design can really set you apart. Plugins is obviously huge because they say a man is only as good as his tools, right? So being able to use plugins and stuff is actually very, very, very important. And then I would say marketing and branding is also huge things. And my personal favorite, which is sampling. I'll tell you more about why sampling is my favorite later, but let me ask you this. Go ahead and comment below in the chat. What are your weakest areas when it comes to your production skills? Right now, guys, what do you feel like your weakest areas are when it comes to music production? I want to go ahead and read the chat a little bit and see what people are saying. Arrangement, mixing, okay, plugins, mixing, sound design, sampling, mixing. Holy shit. Mixing and mastering. All right, guys, overwhelmingly, just look at the chat right now. Overwhelmingly, it seems like mixing is probably, I would say, 85% of people's issues. And I get it. It took me fucking years to get a good mix, guys. Some people are saying sound design. Some people are saying marketing. Structuring a song, arrangement. Yeah, as you can see, guys, having that versatility factor high, having that wide skill set is super, super important. So I believe if somebody is a 9 out of 10 at, let's say, only one of these skill sets, but they're a 1 out of 10 on everything else, they'll essentially get destroyed by somebody who's, let's say, a 8 out of 10 on everything, right? Somebody who's more well-rounded. Remember, you can be amazing at something like making beats, but if you don't understand mixing, your music will struggle to sound professional. You know what's funny? This little cartoon character, this guy holding his ears, that's how I feel at studio sessions sometimes. When I hear people's music that sounds good, they get these harsh frequencies. That was funny. So at Cymatics, there's something we like to say. Versatility is king. So to recap real quick, the first cheat code is about surrounding yourself with people who are far better than you. And the second cheat code is about building all of your skills to become a versatile music creator. So when you have ideas in your head, nothing can stop you from bringing them to life. But there's still one final cheat code that I think pulls it all together. And this one thing helps you if you find yourself with writer's block, unable to finish full songs, or find it hard to get inspired to make new music. So if you're one of those people who just sits on your music, this cheat code is going to help you a ton. Real quick, guys, just to ask. How many of you guys have music you've been sitting on for like a year? Say one. Say one in the chat. If you've been sitting on a song that you love, you should release. Go ahead and put in the chat. One. Okay, guys. So this is you guys. Real quick. 3 years. Just get crazy with it. Put a 3 in the chat if you have songs that you've been saving for more than 3 years that are only on your hard drive and you want to release them. Let's see some 3s in the chat, if that's you. Okay, we got a ton of 3s. All right, guys, just put your number. What's the highest number you guys been sitting on a song? Anybody been sitting on a song 5 years and plus? I see a couple 10s in there, 7. Yeah. As you can see, guys, if this is you, if you or somebody sits on your music, struggles to finish songs, or ever have like beat block or something like that, this final cheat code is going to help you out quite a bit. Yeah. Heck. So when I first started making music, I would make songs and I had nobody to share them with. Like my friends from school growing up didn't even make music. And my family thought it was cool, but they didn't understand anything about the music making process itself. So it felt weird for me because I wanted to have success in the music industry, but honestly felt like nobody understood me. And I didn't realize it at the time, but this was actually one of the biggest things holding me back. There's an old saying, your network is your net worth. So let me explain. I remember at one point I was making some really cool music, but it felt like I was making the same type of song over and over again. It was almost like I could even predict the way the song would come out because I was just picking the same path every time I opened up my DAW. But then one day, one of my friends actually sent over a project file, and it was the first time I actually collaborated on a song. I was playing around with these crazy dubstep sounds, like stuff I just really couldn't do the sound design on my own, but since he had already built the project up, I was just messing around with it. So I was having a ton of fun playing around with those sounds, and that song ended up coming out unlike any other track I had made at the time, and it was actually one of my best songs at that time. And this taught me to explore more hardcore EDM sounds. And then there was another collab. A friend of mine had sent me some gospel-sounding samples he made. And I remember there was organs and choir vocals in it, which is just not something I knew how to make myself. Like I wasn't really good at like writing cool sounding MIDI, but it really challenged me to think, how am I even going to make this work in a song? But it was actually one of the moments where I felt like I really leveled up. I gained a new appreciation for softer, more soulful type sounds. And this was even crazier when I first started working with a singer. I remember having to manage the singer's performance and translate that emotion from her vocals into the production of a song. It forced me to grow as a producer. Even someone like Skrillex, who started off as a heavy dubstep artist, and even before that, he was in a band, right? He collaborated with artists like A$AP Rocky, which broke major barriers between EDM and mainstream hip-hop. And this also happened when Avicii started collaborating with many country music artists. It challenged him to grow as a music producer, and even to this day, his music still has major influence across all radio hits. By the way, there's an amazing Avicii documentary. Definitely check it out. I'm a huge fan. R.I.P. to the legend. Artists and producers grow when they collaborate. There's just something magic about collaboration on music specifically. This might sound a little cheesy. I had to add this little GIF in there. But they say music comes from the soul. And when you collaborate, it's like all your life experiences and perspectives are essentially fusing with that other person to create something new. And this forces you to essentially grow as an artist. Something real quick. Collaboration forces growth. This is cheat code number 3, guys. Collaboration forces growth. So ask yourself this, chat. How often are you making music with new people? Go ahead and comment in the chat right now. How often are you making music with new people? Let's see. Rarely, not at all, barely, not so often, never, never. Oh, a couple people said every day. Awesome. Good for you guys. You guys are ahead. Not that often, not that often. None, sadly. 50-50. Solo. As you can see, guys, and it's okay if this is you right now. I just want to bring these things up because this is what led Cymatics to where it was today. So don't worry, guys. I was in that same boat, right? If you guys just look in the chat now, majority of people had issues with mixing, right? Majority of people weren't surrounding themselves with others. And a majority of people, as you guys can see, are not collaborating. So then people say like 99% of people don't succeed in music. Well, if you look at it, these things are not being implemented, right? So this is what's helped me a lot, and that's why I'm sharing this with you guys. Another thing to think about, how often do you make music with people in completely different genres, right? A lot of you guys aren't even making music with people at all, but a step further is, do they make other genres? Like if you're a trap beat producer, do you only collaborate with other trap beat producers, right? How many times do you collaborate with people who use different DAWs? This is actually a huge hack, by the way. Seeing workflows in Ableton, seeing workflows in Logic and Pro Tools and stuff can help you in your own DAW. Even Machine or MPC, a lot of that stuff can actually help you on your own. Can help you on your own production. So this is one of those things that if you were to change nothing else about your music career, let's say you said, fuck everything else I talked about, you only implemented collaborating with more people, it will push your skill sets to a whole new level. And just even a few times a month can be a big difference maker. All right, guys. I really wanted you guys to walk away from today's event with a game plan towards making your best music. So let's recap one more time. Cheat code number 1. Surround yourself with titans. If you can find someone who's years ahead of you, they're going to be able to easily shortcut you to where they are. So if you don't have someone like this needs to be a top fucking priority, guys. Top priority. Use my language, but I need to emphasize here how important it is to find somebody better than you. Cheat code number 2. Versatility is king. Success in the music industry requires you to wear multiple hats. So don't forget, you need to learn this. Write this down if you guys didn't write it down last time. Mixing, beat making, melody composition, mastering, sound design, plugins, marketing, and branding. Okay, guys, this is the skill set that you need to build across the board. Some of you guys might be really good at a few of these, and that's amazing. And then other areas are weaker. Sometimes rather than continue to get better at only one thing, you can dive into other areas to make you more well-rounded of a producer, increase your versatility factor is very important. And my personal favorite, of course, the one that I think is the most powerful, which is sampling. Okay, this sampling is so important in today's music culture, and it actually has been for a long time. I'm going to dive into why. I'm going to explain why later, but I think sampling is fucking goated. And cheat code number 3 is collaboration forces growth. When you collaborate with people, especially ones who make different types of music, use different hardware, and have a different approach to making their songs, it's going to challenge you and force you to grow as a producer and an artist. And for Cymatics' 10-year anniversary, I wanted today's presentation to be something special. So not only for being here today, are you guys about to get 10 gigabytes of free samples and 3 free plugins, but I'm also giving you these 3 cheat codes that helped me find my path in the music industry. Because the things I shared with you today aren't going to be irrelevant even when the music industry goes from TikTok to the next platform, or people go from making music on their own computers to their iPhones to even incorporating AI tools. These lessons have and will continue to stand the test of time. And believe me, if you take this stuff seriously and use what I talked about today, you're going to have far better odds of making it in the music industry. All right. The music industry is extremely competitive. It's already hard enough to make it. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. I say this again, guys. It's really hard to make in the industry. Let's not make it harder for ourselves. Okay. By the way, if you guys are wondering, yes, I am a Dragon Ball Z fan. If you guys are seeing all the DBZ references, our team has a little fun with these slides, right? Some people are saying the music industry is toxic. Yeah, it's just a tough industry, guys. It's a tough industry, and there's certain things you can do to just set yourself up, right? Everybody's got to put in that hard work, but you just want to set yourself up in a better way. Hey, squad, can you help me real quick? All right, guys. We're about to do this big giveaway, and you guys are about to get all the free stuff. But we're going to talk about the 2 big surprises here in a sec. Appreciate it. I'm kind of dying, by the way, guys. I'm coming off of sickness, and I'm sitting here doing this whole thing. So I made you guys a promise at the beginning of this live stream. And now that I've given you my 3 biggest cheat codes for finding success in the music industry, thank you. I'm about to give you guys the 10 gigabyte anniversary sample collection, 3 premium Cymatics plugins for free, more chances to win this gear right here behind me, the $3,500 worth of studio gear. But now it's time for big surprise number 1. I've been working on a secret project. It's called the art of sampling. Remember when I said sampling was one of the most powerful skills you can learn? Do you know how many hit songs have been made with sampling? Let's take Lonely by Akon. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. Lonely by Akon. This was one of the biggest records of the early 2000s, which sampled a record from the 1950s called Lonely by Bobby Vinton. The way Akon reinvented the sample is literally iconic, and it played a major role in why the song blew up. And even if you take other records like Stronger by Kanye West, this song featured one of the most memorable hooks by French electronic duo Daft Punk, one of my favorite groups of all time, by the way. But the real sauce was the way that Kanye and Timbaland added energy to the original sample, making it perfect for hip-hop. And by the way, guys, Timbaland's the one who did the drums on that. Kanye couldn't get the drums right, and he had to call on Timbaland on that track. It's like a famous story. And the funny thing is that Daft Punk's original song that they sampled also sampled another song called Cola Bottle Baby by Edwin Birdsong, right? So even right here in this clip right here, I couldn't actually play it in here, but Drake is actually playing a song from his most recent album called Pamela's Dilemma. And this actually featured one of our guitar samples. So even artists like Drake are using sampling nonstop to make their new records. All right, guys. But a lot of times it's not just about using a sample. It's about how to like work the sample, how to reinvent the sample, right? And another big creative sample flip was actually Miss the Rage by Trippie Redd. But the cool part was the producer behind the song actually flipped one of our EDM samples, which started an entirely new genre known as Rage. And at one point, this was one of the biggest songs on TikTok. So whether you like it or not, sampling has been at the core of hip hop, EDM, pop, and every major genre for the past 30 years. And I think the main reason is that producers and artists can like hear something and instantly get inspired to turn it into something completely unique, which is why I believe that sampling is one of the most powerful skills you can learn. It's also why I've spent a majority of the past decade essentially becoming a master at sampling. And for the first time ever, I'm going to share secret techniques that I've never shared with the entire world. Does that sound good? Right now, guys, in the chat, say yes if you guys want to hear some secret sampling techniques. Somebody said same live again. Yeah, guys, we did this a month ago. So for people, we got a lot of new people in here and people missed out. We're doing our 10-year anniversary live stream again. Holy shit, we got a lot of yeses in the stream. Yeah, this is live, by the way, guys. So if you guys missed out last time, we got a lot of awesome stuff. 10 gigabyte pack. We got a three plugins we're giving away for free as well as gear. And yep, let's keep going here. Sampling, guys, I'm telling you, it's a big difference maker. All right, guys. So can I show you guys some secret sauce I cover in the art of sampling? I see a lot of people excited. Hell yes. Okay, so a couple things I included in the secret little course I've been working on. It's called, number one is how to flip any vocal into a hit hook with my secret vocal chopping technique. You see a lot of this in EDM, especially even in like Drake songs and stuff. They'll take like an old sample and cut it up in a certain type of way. I've been doing this quite a while and I have a very efficient method, and I really dive in and teach this exact method to show you guys how you can make essentially like hit hooks and stuff by using this vocal chopping technique. I also dive in and I show you how to reimagine any sample with my secret plugin strategy. So one of the cool parts is not only how you cut things, but it's how you process things. I'm going to show you guys exactly all my favorite plugin choices of how I process samples. So essentially I never hit writer's block because I always have new ways to essentially flip a sample and to process it. The third thing we have is how to land more placements using my limitless beat making formula. Nowadays, you have way too many resources to get stuck. You have way too many resources to get writer's block. So I'm going to show you guys how you can essentially have infinite new song ideas, whether you're an artist or a producer. And it'll really help you with more placements, or if you're an artist, it'll just help you pump more music, right? I'm also going to show you guys how to create any genre of music from a weird little sampling trick I have. This one's actually a really, really sick module. I show you guys how to nail the perfect low end using the God 808. I show you guys literally my favorite 808 and how to use it in like a dozen scenarios. And even if you don't want to use my 808, a lot of that entire module is about teaching you how to find your signature bass sounds and why it's important to pick fewer bass sounds. I talk about a lot of this in this module. I show you guys how to make your song sound huge with volume shaping. I don't know how many of you guys use volume shaping tools like LFO tool, or you can do it manually in FL Studio. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Ableton, Logic, almost every major DAW. And I'm not just talking about basic sidechain. You can really do creative sound design with volume shaping. I show you guys everything in this course. I also show you guys how to arrange songs like the pros with my secret build-up formula. So like a lot of times, a lot of great music, whether it be drops or even the way beats come in and stuff, it's got to have the right build-up. You got to have the right energy going into it, right? And I show you guys how you can use a little sampling trick to build some really cool build-ups. And yeah, we have a whole section on essentially how to unlock endless inspiration without ever bumping into beat block, because that was like a big struggle I had early on. Oh, and of course, you guys remember earlier, everybody had the same issue. It was always mixing, not being able to pass that car test. Sometimes for you guys, it's not sounding good enough on phone speakers and stuff, because nowadays a lot of the music discovery is actually happening on the phone, right? So yeah, guys, I show you guys how to get pro level mixes just by keeping it simple with samples. And the cool part about this course is it actually includes exercise files and lessons, because true mastery isn't just about learning. It's also about doing. This makes it easy to learn production techniques regardless of what skill level you're at. So whether you guys are a beginner or you've been somebody who's been producing for 10 plus years, there's a lot to learn in the art of sampling. So I was looking a lot at music programs from schools like Berkeley and other big name institutes. And a lot of these schools are charging $4,000 to $6,000 per course. It's fucking crazy, guys. I'm not even kidding. Go look at any major music program. A lot of times it can cost you $4,000 to $6,000 per course. And a lot of times you got to take dozens and dozens of courses to actually like complete your curriculum. And I don't think any of them are even going as deep as the art of sampling does on its topic. And so even though I'm valuing this thing at $4,000, I want it to be accessible, because helping producers is actually why I started Cymatics to begin with. So I talked to my team about it, and we decided that even though it's worth $4,000, $2,000 would still be a sick deal. This has taken 13 years of what I've learned, essentially puts into an easy to follow course. But then I thought about it. And I thought about it being our 10-year anniversary last month. And so after some long fights with my team, this is literally me and my team right here. We're fighting out in a forest. If they thought this would be crazy. But I decided that the art of sampling, this program that took me a lot of time, I flew to different studios just to film this because we were working with a lot of different people. Flew to a lot of different places, actually. But the art of sampling for everyone here today, the cost of it is, you guys ready? Looking, waiting for the chat. Are you guys ready for this? It's free. The art of sampling is free. Yes, you heard that right. It is 100% for free. Look, guys, I'm telling you guys, I put a lot of sauce into the art of sampling. I put a lot of time into this. I run the biggest sample pack company in the world. So this is one of the areas specifically where I feel like I have some of the most experience in the entire music industry. And there's a lot of sauce in here. There's a lot of modules. So the art of sampling is a course that's 100% for free. The chat is going crazy. We got some goats in the chat. We got man, I'm about to go off. Hell yeah. We got some hearts in the chat, some thank yous, fire emojis. Yeah, dude, you guys got me fired up. Let's go. Seeing you guys excited gets me excited. So let's keep going. So this is my gift to this amazing community as a part of our 10-year anniversary. So now everyone here today will be getting the Art of Sampling course for free, the 10 gigabyte sample collection for free, 3 premium Cymatics plugins for free, and don't forget, guys, we got some more chances to win some equipment. Does that sound good with you guys? I see a lot of thumbs up. I see a lot of fire emojis. Hell yes. I told you guys I had something special for this live stream. And guys, shout out to showing up. There's some people that are sleeping in today on a Saturday. There's some people that are fucking off. You guys are here in this live stream because everybody in here is serious about their music career. So just kudos to everybody in here coming in. You guys are getting something special just for showing up and being dedicated. And I'm excited to help you guys out. So I really hope you feel like coming here today was worth your time. That was my goal. I told you I wanted you to get tons of value. But remember, I said I have a second surprise as well. I told you there would be a big opportunity. Is it cool if I tell you guys about it? I need some yeses in the chat. If you guys want to hear about this big opportunity, God, I want to hear some yeses in the chat. What's good? Yo, yes. Drop the codes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, cool. You guys are thriving, man. It's crazy. I don't even live stream, but y'all make me feel like a big ass fucking streamer or something with how engaged you guys are. Awesome, awesome. All right, guys. So I got a lot of people saying yes, so let's get right into it. I have some good news and I have some bad news. The bad news is that this opportunity specifically is not for everybody. Everybody's comes and gets all the free stuff, but this next surprise is actually not for everybody. If you're somebody who just makes music for fun and doesn't care about doing it for a living, or maybe you're just not that serious about music production, this big opportunity is a little bit overkill and it's probably not for you. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with doing music just for fun. I think that's fucking amazing. But this opportunity is specifically for people who are serious about going to the next level and building a career with their music. So I'm looking for people who like to take massive action. And the good news is that because you are here today, I'm inviting 300 people to join something special that the rest of the world does not have access to. So the thing is, the art of sampling was not the only course I worked on. For the past year, I have been flying to studios all over the world, meeting up with top producers, engineers, and vocalists to build something unlike anything else out there. I wanted to create a step-by-step path so up-and-coming producers and artists can learn everything they need to know about music production. Just how I had those giant leaps in my career by learning from people far better than me, I built a program that takes decades of experience from top-level producers and artists and makes it easy for anyone to get their big level up, all right? It's called the Art of Music Production. It's a high-level online music program that has 10 in-depth courses around every area of production you need to know in the music industry. So the art of sampling was actually one piece of this journey. That's the one you guys all get for free for showing up here today. It's one that I'm very proud of. But I'm also excited to announce the art of mixing. So this is for the 300 people who are interested in joining the entire art of music production. So first up, we have the art of mixing. It doesn't matter if you're a producer, artist, or an engineer. Mixing is vital for success. Just remember earlier, guys, everybody had said the same problem. My mix is my biggest issue. Can't pass a car test. It doesn't sound good enough. This right here could be one of the biggest things that blocks you guys in the industry. You can have the coolest song ideas of all time, but if that mix isn't there, believe me, your music will never make it. A lot of people already have good music that's 90% of the way there. A lot of people in this chat right now, guys, I'm literally talking to you. Your music is probably 90% of the way there. If you put a lot of time into your craft, you probably have cool ideas. You have cool concepts going. You have a unique sound. The mix, that's the part that hurts, right? You have the art down, but now we need this technical thing, this mixing thing to really get you there. Because that final 10%, the mix, it's everything. That's the 10%. That final polish is what makes your song sound professional. And you simply can't make it without a proper mix. It's why we share every mixing technique to make sure you got placement ready beats to help. This is why we essentially share every technique to essentially help you make hard hitting beats to like really insane sounding EDM. Because true mastery isn't just about learning something, but you got to put it into action. And that's why almost every single lesson in this program includes easy to follow exercises that are meant to train you at the highest level. I'm telling you guys, there's nothing like this online, and especially not at this scale. So the art of music production includes the art of sampling that everybody's getting here for free, But for those guys, the 300 people who join, you're also going to be getting the art of mixing, which is valued at $1,500, especially considering all the top level talent all the stuff that not only I'm teaching, but the top level talent we have involved. If you guys want to level up your mixing, let's see a thumbs up in the chat. All right, next we have the art of vocals. Vocals, guys. Vocals are everything. I'm very passionate about this. Vocals are by far the catchiest part of music. And it's important that every type of producer and artist to know is how to record vocals without a professional studio. How to process vocals to sit perfectly in your mix just like your favorite songs. And how to build beats and compositions around full acapellas. Think about this as a vocal engineering masterclass to teach you everything that you need to know. And you even get to see full studio sessions broken down into easy follow steps. This is literally where we have a top level singer as well as one of our top producers, Nick, in the studio. And it's really cool because we have a camera in the vocal booth and they're actually going back and forth. They're processing the vocals, talking about the layer stacks. It's actually a really sick, the art of vocals has a lot of cool stuff in it. And considering that professional engineers and studio time can cost you $300 to $500 per hour to learn this stuff, we're valuing the art of vocals at $2,500. So the art of music production includes the art of sampling, the art of mixing, the art of vocals, which in total value we consider is $4,000. But next we have the art of composing melodies. Knowing how to make original samples from scratch is one of the biggest advantages in the music industry. I'm going to say that one more time, guys. Knowing how to make original samples from scratch is one of the biggest advantages in the music industry. And Cymatics has had our samples placed on more records than almost anybody else in the entire world. And you're going to see all the secrets behind how we make our melodies from scratch. And this includes everything from hip hop, R&B, EDM, vintage, and lo-fi, and so many others. So if you made one sample that gets placed on a big record, or even a small record, to be honest with you, the advance on one placement alone is usually around $5,000 on average. How many of you guys, real quick in the chat, have gotten a placement? Yes or no? Have you gotten a placement in the chat? Yes or no? I want to see it. Let's see. No. Okay, this one I don't see. I see one yes for every 200 no's coming through. All right, guys. So just real quick, one of the things about creating original melodies is it's a really big backdoor to the music industry because people who can create the best melodies right now are essentially getting more collabs or getting more placement opportunities. And even with singers and stuff, you're able to collaborate with more singers. If you can just create great melodies, it's really important. So we're valuing the art of composing melodies at $1,750. So the art of music production includes the art of sampling, which everybody's getting for free. But for the 300 that join, you also get the art of mixing, the art of vocals, and the art of composing melodies, which in total value now is $5,750. But I mentioned about how important it is to have all-around skills, which is why I thought it was crucial to create the art of sound design. Cymatics actually built its name initially as a preset company because we had nothing but top-level sound designers. Back in the day, guys, I remember using Massive and FM8. I don't know how many of you guys use Massive back in the day or have been producing long enough to where Massive was the main thing you use. That shit was like looking at the cockpit of an airplane. Like you get into an airplane and you see all the different knobs and stuff. I literally felt the exact same way trying to use Massive, trying to make sounds. I really couldn't make anything, right? It was so complex. It was so hard to use. And one of the big things that got us known, especially in the EDM industry and as we moved over, was being top-level sound designers, right? Even recently, we had Marshmello, EDM legend, one of the biggest guys in EDM, was actually showing how you use Cymatics' sounds to create one of his most recent hits. And the thing is that sound design is powerful because it's the easiest way to build a unique sound for yourself as an artist. Because sometimes when everybody has similar chord progressions and similar drums, the sound design can carry your music to a new place by itself. All right. And the cool part is you'll learn how to utilize everything from high energy synths to creating emotional pads and then just really big bass sounds. And you won't have to spend years tweaking knobs and feeling lost. Like I used to have to read manuals. I was reading the massive manual to try to figure it out, and it still didn't make any sense. All right. So you could take the stuff that you learned just from the sound design, module alone, and go get a job as a sound designer. All right. So we're valuing the art of sound design at $1,000. So to recap real quick, the art of music production includes the art of sampling, the art of mixing, the art of vocals, the art of melodies, and the art of sound design at a total value of $6,750. All right. So there's an old saying, a man is only as good as his tools. Think about building a fence without knowing how to use a hammer. That'd probably be pretty hard, right? Probably pretty tough. What about making eggs without a frying pan, right? You don't want to be this guy on the rock. You don't want to be Shrek on the rock here. Good luck running a restaurant if you don't know how to do that, right? And for us producers and artists, one of the most valuable things that we can learn is actually how to use our tools, which is also known as plugins. This is why I'm super excited to announce the art of plugins. We spent a lot of time diving into a handful of plugins that we use in every session. But we specifically wanted to teach you about what's going on under the hood. For example, once you start to understand the mechanics of a certain compressor, the foundational skill will translate to almost every type of compressor plugin out there. So you won't just learn how to use our favorite plugins, but you'll build a foundational set of skills that you can use all plugins like a pro. And it doesn't matter what DAW you use to get value out of this. The foundational skills, guys, I'm telling you, when it comes to reverbs, compressors, EQs, filters, and a lot of different things, it translates to every single DAW and even hardware. So the art of music production overview. You're going to be getting the art of sampling, the art of mixing, the art of vocals, the art of composing melodies, the art of sound design, and the art of plugins as a total value of $8,000. And as an added bonus, we're including every single Cymatics plugin we've ever released. As you can see there is a lot of plugins that we have dropped. And by the way, when we're teaching the art of plugins, for us, it's not just that we've been using plugins for, all of us have been using plugins for over a decade, the guys on my team. But for me specifically, I also design plugins for the past 5 or 6 years. So a lot of the DSP and code going on under the hood has really expanded our understanding of how plugins work and a lot of these effects and stuff. And when you have that deep understanding, it can really change the game for you as a producer and artist. All right. So not only are you getting, all that stuff, but you also get all of those plugins. So you have everything you need right out of the gate to start learning. You're going to get all of our plugins included for free as a bonus, especially for the art of plugins. All right. So the art of production overview now has the art of sampling, the art of mixing, the art of vocals, the art of melodies, the art of sound design, the art of plugins, and now all Cymatics plugins totaling value at $8,500. But next up, we have the art of mastering. The most common questions people ask me is this. What do you put on your master channel? All right, guys, what do you put on your master channel? Everybody always asks me this question because we all want loudness, or at least perceived loudness. We all want to get a good mix. And when your song pops up on Spotify, and you don't want your song to be like super quiet, right? So many producers are trying to achieve the proper amount of loudness in your tracks. And they think the only way to get their song sounding professional is to send it out to get mastered. Right? I hear that a lot. Like, oh, people come up with little excuses why their songs don't sound good. They're like, oh, my master's not, I haven't sent it to get mastered yet. Right? And that's not true at all. The reality is that there's so many great tools that have made mastering easy today. And if you know what to do, it's easy to get the right results. All right. So regardless of what DAW or hardware you use, we teach you the foundational techniques to get a great master on your song every single time. And we're valuing the art of mastering at $2,000. So the art of music production includes the art of sampling, the art of mixing, the art of vocals, the art of melodies, the art of sound design, the art of plugins, the art of mastering, and as a bonus, we have every single Cymatics plugin included for free at a total value of $10,500. If it sounds like I'm saying a lot, it's because I am, okay, guys? We really thought of everything to make this like an all-in-one thing so you guys can learn everything you need. All right, guys, next up we have the art of drums. All right. Travis Scott, Mike Dean, Kanye have all stressed on how important drums are in the music industry. Even if you look at EDM titans like Skrillex, Top people in the music industry always have those drums that hit different. All right, but there's two sides to that equation. The first thing that mastering drums unlocks for you as an artist is that being able to jump between genres effortlessly. It's hard to say that any one sample, melody, or chord progression defines a genre, right? If you have a random melody, it's hard to say that this melody is trap melody, this melody is a lo-fi melody, this melody is a pop melody. But if you ask yourself what makes Latin music sound like Latin music, it's that drum bounce that really defines it, right, guys? Or what makes a trap beat a trap beat? Each style of music is often heavily defined by its own signature drum sound and bounce. If you guys look through the history of music, it's always what's the rhythm of the drums and what's the drum selection, what's the sound selection for those drum sounds. That's what defines genres of music more than the melodies themselves. Because the melodies a lot of times can be flipped into 20 different genres. So no matter how hard you try, house music isn't house music unless it's got that 4 on the floor kick. So whether you're trying to make hard-hitting EDM genres like future bass, house, and dubstep, or trying to find the right pockets for boom bap, hip-hop, R&B, and lo-fi, the art of drums is designed to teach you everything in depth. And this is especially helpful when inspiration strikes and you hear a song in your head and you hear a song in your head that you want to make, because knowing exactly how to build the drum style, any drum style that you can think of, is essentially going to be a big unlock. So we're valuing the art of drums at $1,500. So the art of music production includes the art of sampling, the art of mixing, the art of vocals, the art of melodies, the art of sound design, the art of plugins, the art of mastering, and the art of drums, as well as every single plugin that Cymatics has. By the way, if you guys want to get some knocking drums, you also get Diablo and a couple others are really good. Quake is really good for some thumping 808s and stuff, but we're valuing it at $12,000. And the bonuses included for free are all Cymatics plugins. But you guys know, by the way, guys, I promised you guys are getting the 10 gigabyte anniversary sample collection. But when you guys sign up for the Art of Music Production, you guys are also getting a 50 gigabyte version. All right? A 50 gig version. So you guys are getting 10 gigs for free. Everybody's about to get the 10 gigabyte version for free, the 3 plugins for free, the Art of Sampling for free, and we're about to do this giveaway here in a second. But the people that sign up for this are going to be getting a 50 gigabyte version. That's fucking insane. All right, this has a ton of our best drum samples inside of it, but also has a ton of extra premium samples to go with the course. So when you are going through the lessons and exercises in the Art of Music Production, you'll have more sounds to play with to master each area of production. So this 50 gigabyte anniversary sample collection is actually valued at $200. But yeah, guys, you guys ever work on a song and then you actually start tweaking some random sound and you find yourself an hour and a half later not making much progress? How many of you guys done that? Real quick, say me in the chat. You guys ever accidentally get caught up tweaking some random fucking kick, some random snare, and you're like an hour later you stopped like the flow of the entire song? Everybody says, yep, me, all the time. Yeah, guys. I mean, I'm guilty of it too, right? And are you one of those people that have a ton of songs, but they're only a minute in length because the songs never get finished? The key is to having a good workflow, which is why we created the Art of Workflow. Top level producers and artists in the game have optimized their workflows to go fast. All right, this includes optimizing your sessions, saving studio time with the right techniques and mindset, which leads to essentially you making way more music overall. So for example, if you guys right now are making 2 to 3 songs a month, after taking the Art of Workflow, you'll end up making about 30 different songs a month. All right. But, yeah. And the songs are not only, small ideas, they're fully finished tracks, 2 to 4 minutes in length. That was our goal with this, is to really increase the pace of every single person out there. So in a full year, you can get closer to making over 300 songs just by optimizing your workflow. But even if it wasn't that dramatic of an upgrade, right? Even if it was only a small amount helping you, you'll still end up making 3 times as many songs after taking this course alone. And this means more beat sales, more streaming revenue from the song releases, and more overall chances to go viral. Think about this in today's world. How much is having an extra 100 beats a year worth to you? Just think about that, guys. You had 100 more beats in your beat folder that you're selling on your BeatStars, or that you have online, or that you're sending out for placements, right? Don't forget, one placement alone could get you a $5,000 advance. And because of all this, we're valuing the art of workflow at $1,350, which brings our total value of the art of music production, which includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different courses. Okay. And some really sick bonuses at $13,550. But we also have the art of song making. This is where our students bring everything together. You're going to see the entire process for finishing songs from start to finish, to give you the final test on using all the skills that you've learned inside of the art of music production, as well as testing you across multiple different genres of music. This course specifically is why you're going to have more songs than ever before on Spotify, Apple Music, etc. I don't know how many songs you guys have, but a lot of you guys either don't release music at all, or as we've seen before, a lot of you guys have songs you've been saving for a year, 3 years, 5 years, and even I saw 10 years plus in this chat, right? So after AMP, you guys will have more songs than ever that are actually live on Spotify, on Apple Music, out there, building your brand as an artist. Building a catalog of music for yourself is actually one of the best moves for a producer and artist can make. So just ask yourself for this: how much is having a catalog that's 5 times bigger worth than you? One of the biggest things holding people back, guys. How big is your catalog of music, right? For all these reasons, we are valuing the art of song making at $2,500. So as you can see in total, we have the art of sampling, the art of mixing, the art of vocals, the art of composing melodies. Don't forget, guys, I said creating your own original melody is one of the best things you can do. The art of sound design, the art of plugins, the art of mastering, the art of drums, the art of workflow, and the art of song making, as well as some bonuses here, which you get every single Cymatics plugins, and you get 50 plus gigabyte sample collection, where the total value of this thing is $16,000. And as you can see, the art of music production is essentially an all-in-one program that teaches you everything that you need to know about production. So I'm about to open up the 300 spots for you guys. And don't forget all the free stuff I promised. I'm also about to drop all of it right now. But I'm about to open up 300 spots only for the 2,327 people I'm seeing right now in the chat. But I mentioned on how you get a chance to connect with me as well as top producers from our team, because I believe working directly with you is one of the most valuable things that we can do. This means listening to your music directly, giving you personalized feedback on your songs. And I had to add something like this because the most important moments of my entire career is when I met S1, San Holo, and other big names in the industry. So I'm excited to announce that everybody who enrolls in AMP will also be placed in a feedback mentorship program. This is going to be where we receive multiple personalized feedback sessions for your songs. This way, you're not only learning stuff throughout the entire course, not only working on it, but then you're getting customized guidance on your actual music as well. And we're valuing the feedback mentorship program at $1,200. But the 300 that enroll into the program will receive this bonus for free. So you guys are getting that as a free bonus. So now, for our 10-year anniversary, we wanted to go big, and we wanted to work on a project that helps elevate the next generation of producers and artists. And my goal for this program was to be better than any college or music school out there. Because I think charging $20,000 to $30,000 for a full semester in an art school is kind of fucking crazy, right? $20,000 to $30,000 is kind of crazy, and I want it to be accessible, especially comparing those schools to how much the art of music production actually offers. Because our mission at Cymatics for the next decade is to bring you guys the highest quality music education that's better than any music school out there. But making it accessible for anyone who is truly expired was very important. And for anyone who's down to take massive action and actually bet on themselves. So we've decided that the tuition for the art of music production is not going to cost $15,000. It's not going to cost $10,000. And it's not going to even cost $5,000. Because for this to be truly accessible, I think people have to have the comfort knowing that they're going to get 100 times the value of what they paid. So instead of it costing $5,000 for tuition, You can officially join the Art of Music Production. I'm about to post a link, guys. Keep in mind, we're only taking 300. Hey, team, you ready? Hey, team. No. Are you ready with the link? You don't need me. You just need the computer. Okay. Sorry, guys. We're about to post a link. There's 2,359 people here, but we're only opening up 300 spots, so we're about to post it. So you can officially join the Art of Music Production for $697. All right, guys. Bang. So I'm going to go ahead and open up enrollment now for the next 30 minutes, where you guys are going to get a chance to join. The comment is pinned. And by the way, guys, we've also included, we've also partnered with a firm and Klarna. So if you guys live in the United States, we actually offer a payment plan. You can literally pay like $80, $90 a month for most people. And you don't even have to put anything down. It's actually the most affordable payment plan there is. But yeah, guys, if you're serious about music education, you want to join, I would highly suggest that if you don't want to pay the $697 today, you can also pay with the payment plan with the firm. All you have to do when you check out is you hit the checkout as guest button on Cymatics, and then you click the affirm button. But just keep in mind, guys, there's only 300 spots available for enrollment. And these will be available on a first come, first serve basis. The link is actually, my team has already posted it, so there's a lot of people already hopping in. But if you guys are interested in joining, I'm only opening this up for a limited time on this live stream. So if you miss out right now, it's going to close back down. So if you're ready to join, I wouldn't wait any longer. Go ahead and click the link. And if you have any questions about the program, now's the time to drop a comment. And real quick, for everybody who's waiting for the plugins, the free sample pack, and the art of sampling for free, we are about to drop that as well, so don't worry. And we got this giveaway coming up. But if you guys have questions about the art of music production, now is the time to drop it. And hey, squad, if you can help me bring me any questions, that would be great that people are asking. Let's keep going here. Okay, so is it good for beginners? We'll start with a couple of these questions people ask. All right, guys. So the answer is yes. The art of music production is something that is really designed for every single skill level, because what we do is we take these big concepts, things like mixing or using different plugins, mastering, whatever it may be, sound design, and we chunk it down into little step-by-step pieces. So you get to learn each piece of the full spectrum of skills you need for music, but broken down into, like, let's just call them bite-sized pieces that have easy to follow exercises. Does it matter what DAW you use? The answer is no. Doesn't matter if you use FL, Ableton, Machine, Logic. A lot of the foundational skills that we teach in this course work for anything, and we designed it that way by nature. Myself, as well as a lot of the other top producers, engineers, and artists that are working on this, that worked on this course with me, essentially all use different stuff because it's very valuable to see that process as well. Somebody asked about the art of music business. So the art of music business is kind of funny. It's actually something that's going to be dropping next week, and that's going to be where I dive in and I talk about the business side. So Cymatics has made over $20 million in sales, and I have grown almost every social media, starting early Facebook group, Facebook fan page, Instagram, as well as a YouTube channel to hundreds, and our Instagram to hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And a lot of people don't know this, but like I've spent over $5 million on advertising. I've helped other people fill out tours across the world. I've helped artists do branding. I've helped people build their careers on the marketing side. So people interested in that, that's actually dropping next week. So, but your only chance to sign up is for today. So the art of music production is where I dive into the business side of things. Is this made for artists or producers? The answer is it's made for artists, producers, engineers, or even other people in the music industry who just want to create a more well-rounded set of skills. All right, guys. So we really focus on building all of your skills as a producer and an artist. So yeah. Somebody said, what do you do if you don't have the funds at this time? So look, this thing's only going to be open for what, like another 20 something minutes. So if you want to join today, but you don't have the funds, we have two different payment plan options. We actually have a firm, which you can see if you apply for that. Just put in, like, you just ask you a couple of questions. It doesn't ding your credit or anything to check. You can check really quickly in like 2 minutes. Just when you check out as guest, and then when it says payment options, click affirm. And essentially, like, a lot of people get deals as low as like $80 a month, $90 a month with $0 down. That one's like the easiest. Another one you can do is our payment plan. We split it up into like 3 payments or something. So if you want to do that, or if you want to pay in full, that'll be technically the cheapest price. You can also do it that way. Somebody says, is this good if you want to get my music onto sync deals with like movies and TV shows? Oh yeah, a lot of people are asking about this. Yes. guys, when it comes to like our samples have been used on an insane amount of Netflix shows, commercials, like all kinds of shit, right? And the thing is, everything's royalty free for us because people are always asking us like, oh, how much do we owe you? I'm like, oh, it's royalty free. But yeah, guys, learning how to make and widen your skill set and having the right type of sounds and building that all around skill set is going to help you tremendously when it comes to that. Somebody says, is this course for hip hop and EDM? We have factored every single genre of music into this course, and we have made sure that you're going to learn everything. And this course is actually designed to push you into a lot of areas that you don't normally do. Somebody says, I thought this was exclusive to the 300 last people. Yeah, so guys, we already had about 300 people go into the last live stream, and then it closed down. And the thing is that we are actually working also on like a 2.0 version of AMP where everybody who joins, including the last round as well as this round, are also getting for free. So as we update this thing with more and more courses, you guys are getting it for free. So yeah, everybody knows from the last round, we do close this thing out when it is done. So if you guys don't want to miss out, now's the time to join. All right. Do you guys cover sound design behind your samples? Yeah, guys, don't forget, we've been used on Bad Bunny's biggest records. I was on Drake's most recent album, all that kind of stuff. We show every sound design technique that we use in this course. So if you guys want to come masters at sound design, y'all can do that. Somebody says, is this a lot, or a lot of questions we had beforehand was, is this taught live or is it pre-recorded? So this course is pre-recorded. We spent a lot of time diving into and creating a bunch of modules for you guys because a lot of people like to blow through it as fast as possible. Other people like to take their time because they have work and school and other things going on. A lot of people take the course, go work on music for a little bit, and revisit the course throughout the year to polish up their skills because this is the type of course that every time you go back to it, it's essentially a different course, right? Because as you level up, and you watch that same video on mixing, your perspective is a lot deeper now and understanding of music that you'll actually see the video in a different light. So every time you rewatch it, I actually believe that when you consume, it's like a book. Every time you read a book, if you're at a different point in your life, you will comprehend that book a little differently. And that same thing goes for this course. Somebody says, can I sign up after this live stream ends? And the answer is no. As soon as that timer ends, we're going to close it down. And yeah, so the answer is no. This is good for singers. This fucking photo's hilarious. Yes, it's good for singers. Singers have to be producers and engineers as well. Fun fact, guys. You got to learn a little bit of production stuff to really polish up your skills. And this course was also designed to help singers do exactly that. If I produce on MPC, will this work? And the answer is yes. And actually, I can show you guys real quick. So look, as you guys can see, this is all the stuff that is included. Let me refresh the page real quick. As you can see, we're offering a lot of things with this course. It takes you months and months to get through this entire thing. You guys are getting the art of sampling, the art of song making, the art of vocals, the art of drums, the art of melodies, the art of sound design, the art of mixing, the art of mastering, the art of plugins, the art of workflow. All of our Cymatics plugins, right? The feedback mentorship program, the 50 gigabyte anniversary sample collection, the private collaboration Discord, as well as everything else that I talked about. And it's only $697. If you guys want instructions on how to buy with a firm, you essentially just press this button right here. You check out as guests, and you just click this pay over time with a firm. You can also do 3 payments of $267, and you can just do 1 pay in full of $697. Either way, guys, after this, you guys essentially, it's going to close enrollment as soon as the timer expires. A couple extra bonuses. We actually have this little USB. We have a AMP Collector's Edition USB that has secret sounds. That's also awesome. And for those of you guys who are asking for the free stuff that I promised at the beginning of the live stream, I'm about to send it out. And stay tuned. We're actually about to give away this whole thing. Hey, by the way, squad, do we have any extra questions? Did you write them down? Or you can... What's the what? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so no, you can't buy a course individually. And one of the main reasons is that this is meant to build your entire skill set. As you can see right here, the art of song making, the art of vocals, the art of drums. It's designed to take you across an entire production journey. That after you go through all of it, then you actually put all your skills to the test in the final module. And keep in mind, each one also has exercises and lessons, but it's designed to keep building and building and building on your skill set. And it might take you from somebody who, you might be watching this right now and you're like a great vocalist and you can come up with vocal melodies all day, but you're like not the best at like engineering your vocals, or you're not the best at making a beat. This course is designed for you. Or if you're a producer who can make some really cool beats, but your mix isn't quite there, or you don't know what to do with vocals, or you don't know how to do crazy sound design, this course is essentially for you. So you can't buy them individually. And the thing is that we take them in small batches because there is a lot of elements to this course, like our feedbacks program that's actually starting about a week after everybody joins. We're going to be launching the feedback program where we're going to be listening to your music, giving you feedback and stuff, and to focus on that community. Essentially, I don't have a big enough team to handle everybody, so we keep these groups small. So we only let in 300 people at a time. And after this, it's going to be completely closed down, and we're just going to focus on the people inside of AMP, as well as adding more modules. So right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But we're actually adding more modules to this program that everybody who joins will actually be getting for free. And for those of you guys, there's a couple people in this chat that are already in there. You guys, fun little surprise, you guys are getting the AMP 2.0 for free as well, which we're including some new sauce as well. More questions? But yeah, guys, like I said, we're going to keep going through here. And as people keep coming in, you see, go back to the slides. Okay. Okay, do you guys teach vocal processing in this program? All right, guys. So vocal processing is definitely covered in this thing. Everything from like de-essing, right? Like, I don't want to like do a loud S sound to hurt you guys in the mic, but like de-essing your vocals, making sure noise is controlled, making sure you guys are compressing your vocals so you're not talking, you're not singing very loudly, and then you got little quiet vocals, right? Or even like the really top level shine and polish on your vocals. Everything is covered in this course, and I'm telling you guys, doesn't matter if you're a producer or a vocalist, you need to know how to process your vocals. Oh, these are the extra bonuses. Oh yeah, so don't forget, guys, you also get this USB with exclusive sounds, and I talked about before, your network is your net worth. So we're opening up the private collaboration Discord community for all 300 students in the program. And actually, we're launching next week a collaboration contest. So imagine you're going to be paired up with somebody random. When you get paired up with that person, you guys are going to be working on a song together for a little contest that's only for our students. So we're super excited about that. And it's going to be a really great way for producers and artists essentially to connect from all different types of genres of music. So this alone is actually going to be very, very valuable. So guys, overall, the Art of Music Production Overview includes the art of sampling, which all you guys are about to get for free, the art of mixing, the art of vocals, the art of melodies, the art of sound design, the art of plugins, the art of mastering, the art of drums, the art of workflow, the art of song making. All the bonuses that you guys are getting is all Cymatics plugins. Put my blood, sweat, and tears in those plugins, by the way, over the past 6 years. A lot of those plugins are like $97, by the way. You guys get all of them. Right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 plugins that's included with this 100% for free. And the Art of Plugins itself goes over a lot of training on how to use this stuff. You get a 50 gigabyte anniversary sample collection. So everybody here gets the 10 gigabyte version, but everybody who joins up for AMP actually gets a 50 gigabyte version. The feedback mentorship program, which we're going to start accepting songs next week, which is essentially you send your song and there'll be a video feedback of either me or one of my top guys listening to the song and giving direct feedback. So not only does this program essentially take you and help you learn all the areas of your music, we can then directly say, hey, this is the problem with your music. Because to be honest with you, music is very hard to know what's wrong with it objectively. Here's what I mean by that. You think it's hard to know if your own baby is ugly. I know that's kind of harsh. Your own puppy is ugly, whatever you want to say, because you love it. You created it, whatever, right? You created your song. So a lot of times the reason you love your song is because you worked on some little small detail. But a lot of times it's hard objectively to know what is wrong with your music, especially when there's ear fatigue and you've already heard it hundreds of times. So the feedback mentorship program is cool is because we give you direct feedback like, hey, bro, you need to work on the arrangement here. Here's what's wrong. Here's what you need to implement. And so you also get tailored advice when you join this course with the feedback mentorship program, and that's dropping next week. There's going to be the private collaboration Discord, which everybody's going to immediately get access to. And next week we're going to be launching an actual contest. So you're going to be paired up and kind of challenged as a producer and an artist to collaborate and make something new with somebody, just how I had those experiences early in my career collaborating with Max as well as other sound designers and stuff. You're going to get that same opportunity. And everybody that joins also gets the Gold Amp Collector's Edition USB. Hell yeah. We've already seen a lot of people join the program, by the way. You got... Okay, cool. Somebody just asked, do you get to keep the plugins and samples forever, or is it only, what was the question? Or is it just 1 year access? So guys, everything that you're seeing here is lifetime access. So you're getting all these plugins shown, all 13 of the plugins I showed, as well as every part of the course and all the bonuses is lifetime access. That means you can rewatch the course. You get to keep all the plugins. You get to keep all the samples. By the way, every single sample is royalty free. So when I brag about the Drake placement, or when I brag about being used on future songs, Bad Bunny, guess what? You know what the thing I don't talk about as much is? I didn't make any money off of it. Why? Because our goal is to help the producers. So those people, those producers who use Cymatics are the people that got all the royalties and all the credits, which is really like a exciting thing for us, because like we're not trying to be greedy. Like that is what our company is essentially designed to do. By the way, guys, if you have any more questions, now's the chance. We're about to close it down, and we're about to do the final giveaway as well as give away the free stuff. So if you guys have any more questions, now is the time. Somebody says, can you get a single course? The answer is no. This thing is an entire music program. It probably take you about 4 months to go through the whole thing. There's a lot of stuff involved, as well as, let's say for every hour of actual content that you're going to be learning stuff like course material, you have probably like 2 to 3 hours of exercise work. So if I teach you guys a certain technique with vocal sampling, for example, there's probably another 2-3 hours of actually using the technique, because learning the shit is not really, that's not true mastery. True mastery is actually doing. So every course also has a little download exercise files button, as well as instructions on what to do for your homework assignments, pretty much. Somebody said how much? It is $697. All right, keep in mind most music schools charge anywhere from $5,000 to $6,000 per course, and a lot of times you're taking 5 or 6 courses a year, and you're spending. I'm not even kidding. The cheaper schools are probably about $30,000 or $40,000. The more expensive schools can be over 6 figures. Okay, and the people who are teaching those courses, no offense to music school, I mean it's great in concept, but the reality is a lot of those people teaching are not necessarily the same people who are getting placements, touring, playing shows. The guys on my team, we've all been there and we've all walked the walk, and we all do this every single day. So one of the big value props is when you're learning, for example, something like composing melodies from the Cymatics team, I've had my shit used by Drake, Bad Bunny, Future, Roddy Ricch, Tiesto, you know what I'm saying? Marshmello, Meg Thee Stallion, G-Eazy, like the list goes on and on. So one of the cool parts is that we really break down everything behind the scenes, and I have a lot of top guys who are essentially in the game right now teaching stuff. And keep in mind, guys, it is $697, and you got about 10 minutes left to join, and then we're going to close it down and give out all the free stuff and do the final giveaway. But if you buy with Affirm, all you do is you add it to cart, you do checkout as guest, and then you click pay with Affirm. It's like $80 a month for a lot of people. Some people it's $100 a month, and you can just pay it off. And yeah, it's a really affordable option for a lot of people. Not to mention, you can do $0 down, so you don't have to pay literally anything today. Affirm might be a good option. We also have a Klarna option, which actually takes you to Producer Grind, and you can check out there because Producer Grind has Klarna available. So you can check out that way. And then we also offer a payment plan where you can pay like 3 payments of like 200 something as well, or you can just pay in full if you want the best deal. Those are all the options, you know? Yeah. Somebody said, is there going to be future courses added to the program? So the answer is yes. We're currently working on more courses. One thing we're going to add in is how to use AI with your production to really enhance it, right? Because at the end of the day, it's like, look, I was resistant as anybody when it came to AI. I don't like the idea of just sitting there typing a song and doing it, but some of the techniques that people are using, to come up with little inspirational layers to blend in with their music or to do interesting processing with AI is actually very cool. So we're doing actually an art of AI to show you guys how to use this as a tool, just how you have plugins and stuff. We thought it'd be a cool thing to incorporate. Another thing is that we're also going to show you guys more stuff when it comes to the actual music production sessions. So we actually have sessions with top level engineers. We're actually currently scheduling something up at Tree Sounds, which is where Ludacris, Akon, Justin Bieber, every big rapper, Future records that in Atlanta, and we're actually working with their engineers as well as vocalists. And you're going to be able to see full sessions where the engineers talks about how they're punching in the rappers and singers down to how they're processing all the vocals. And then our team takes those and we actually create songs. It's actually a really, really unique thing that a lot of people don't see, is that full production process. So we're actually adding that in, as well as keeping everything up to date is also very important. So we're going to be showing you guys a lot more the art of remixing. We're going to be showing off essentially how to remix songs, because nowadays with TikTok and stuff, that can essentially be a big role in how people can get big, is do remixes or covers, right? So yes, we are adding to it. So when you guys buy this, not only are you guys getting everything included, but you're also getting access to all the updates for free. So when we drop the Art of Music Production 2.0 and add more to it and 3.0, you guys are getting that for free as well. And keep in mind, guys, after this live stream shuts off, like I said, there's about 9 minutes left. It will be closing. After it closes, I'm going to be doing the giveaway. I'm going to be giving you guys all the free stuff, all the free plugins, and AMP will close down. So everybody here gets the art of sampling. So don't worry, guys. You guys, as promised, get the art of sampling, all the free stuff. But if you guys don't want to miss out on the art of mixing, really get those top-level mixes, right? The art of vocals, learn all the vocal processing techniques and everything to really make your vocals sound professional, sit in your mix correctly. The art of composing melodies. If you guys want to send out melodies, you guys want to make some of the best melodies in the game, I'm telling you guys, I have made more samples. And when I say I mean me and my team of 40 producers, engineers, and artists have made more samples than anybody else on fucking earth. I can comfortably say that. I promise you, we've made about a terabyte of originally created samples. Not sitting there typing in AI, all this shit, right? No. We did it the hard way. Sound design, songwriting, studio sessions, all of it. So the art of composing melodies teaches you guys all of that, right? We have the art of plugins. So we're going to show you guys these 13 plugins as well as a lot of other popular plugins. Learn all of that. The art of mastering. If you guys want to make sure you hit that loudness, make sure you guys have that top level crisp mix and polish. The art of mastering can really help get you there. The art of drums. If you can't get drums that knock, your shit's not going to sound as good. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The art of workflows is going to teach you how to make music fast as fuck. I think that's very, very, very important. The art of song making is actually really cool because it ties together every other piece of the course and really puts you to the challenge. And before we close down here, the bonuses that you only get today, because it's going to close down right after this, because there's only 300 people we're taking in, and then we're closing this thing down. The bonuses included for free are all the Cymatics plugins, the 50 gigabyte anniversary sample collection. Don't forget, you guys everybody in this live stream gets the 10 gigabyte, but the one that's 5 times bigger, the 50 gigabyte version, is only for the people that join AMP. You guys get included in the feedback mentorship program. That's where people like me, as well as my top producers, giving you direct feedback on your songs, as well as a private collaboration Discord. And you get a gold collector's edition USB as well for free. And all of that is free bonuses. And keep in mind, guys, I'm telling you, schools or even online music programs, like even Icon, I know they're not around anymore, but they were charging like a lot of money to join their program. Like a lot of people charge a lot of money for this stuff. $2,000 to $3,000 for some cheaper online programs. And schools like Berkeley and stuff are charging, I'm not even kidding, to get a complete degree, like 6 figures. And the thing is that the stuff we cover in here is unlike anything else out there. And the way that we hold your hand, give you exercises, give you feedback, and all this stuff included is unlike anything out there. And the fact that you can either buy it for $6.97 today, you can join with a firm. You can literally get as low as like $100 a month, sometimes even cheaper if you got good credit. And you can get on Klarna as well. And we have a payment option. It's really worth it just to join to learn, because there's no better investment than yourself as a music producer. And I wanted Cymatics' mission for the next decade to not just be about giving you guys resources, because I've done that for the past decade. That's how we built our brand. But I want to teach you guys how to do things yourself, right? It's not just about giving a man a fish. When you teach a man to fish, when I teach you how to make your own melodies, when I teach you how to use this stuff, it essentially makes you more, it adds your versatility factor and gets it so high to where you can take, it doesn't matter how fast the music industry evolves. It doesn't matter how fast the trends are moving. If you have the right skill set as a producer, you are going to be able to capture those things. We got less than 5 minutes to join, and then we're going to be shutting it down. Yeah. So make sure you guys join. Is there any last minute questions, squad? She says we got a bunch, but yeah, we're going to be closing it down, and then I'm going to be doing the giveaway here. I got a lot of equipment. We've given away over $3,500 worth of stuff today. So that's amazing. And yeah, guys. So it's the last chance to join. If you want to, if you're somebody, especially think about this, guys. Real quick, as we go into the last 5 minutes. You're somebody who said you've been sitting on a song for 1 year or longer. You're just sitting on a fuck ton of music. If you're somebody who says mixing was one of your biggest issues, right? This is the last fucking round we have to release our music, by the way. I think 2025, 2026, and then you know what happens? Is this AI shit is going to take over, and if you didn't already build a brand during this time period, you're essentially fucked, and the world's going to change, and we're going to have to play to the new game, right? Whatever that may be. And the thing is that I think it's so important right now to build yourself as an artist. Somebody stop cussing. Sorry, I get kind of heated sometimes. But now's the last chance to release your music and build your brand as an artist before the world changes. That's just the reality of it, right? So I think now, if you're, like I said, if you're one of those people who've been sitting on your music for over a year, you don't have those top level mixes, like you feel like mixing is one of your big issues. If you feel like you're one of those people who doesn't collaborate with anybody, like what are you really waiting for? Like what are you worried about, right? I think a lot of people really invest the time and energy and all of that into music production and really commit to yourself. You're not going to look back and be upset that you bought a course for $700 that you learned a fuck ton on, right? I'm telling you guys, I'm saying this with confidence because of how much time and energy that me and my entire team spent on this thing, making it unlike anything. So if you guys are just sitting on the fence, I would say just take a leap of faith, right? Like look back and be proud of yourself and actually take the course, by the way. If you buy the thing and you're kind of being lazy and you're kind of just not doing it, I don't think it's for you. But if you're somebody who's like, yo, now's the time, you want to lock in, you want to wake up an hour earlier, or every day after work, you want to dive into it, every day after school. Okay, I know life is there, but if you're somebody who wants to like really take action, this thing could be huge. And you know, at the end of the day, like, yeah, you got to invest a little bit, but it's going to be worth it. And we have options like Affirm. So if you guys are trying to turn up, I'm telling you guys, there's nothing like this out there. Got 2 minutes left and then we're doing this giveaway. Hope you guys are ready for this giveaway. I don't even know what the question is. I'm going to come up with some sort of surprise. Somebody said, let's go Cymatics. Yeah. Somebody says I have songs I made 30 years ago. Yo, that's crazy. Let's go. Hell yes. Got a lot of love in the chat. Thank you guys for showing up. Today's Saturday. Y'all could be doing something else. Y'all could be goofing off, playing video games, the new Battlefield maybe, whatever it may be. But the fact that you guys are here, the fact that you guys listen, the fact that you guys took notes, you care about your music, right? You care about being an artist. I think that's like so important, you know? And like I said, it's going to be worth it. I have a lot of free stuff. You guys are getting a 10 gigabyte sample pack for free. You guys are getting, 3 free plugins. You guys are getting the Art of Sampling free. But real quick, we got 1 minute 50. For those guys who didn't click the link is in the chat. Everything's about to go away. We got 1 minute 40 seconds. If you guys want to join, now is the time to do it. As it closes in, we are going to do the giveaway. Last chance. Like I said, we got 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to do more. I think I want to create more of these presentations too. It was funny on other topics. So we really go deep and teach things. I thought the 3 cheat codes today were really meaningful and important. But yeah, guys. So let's see. You got 60 seconds left to join. Somebody says how many gigs is in the USB. The USB is a complete surprise. So everybody who gets the exclusive collector's edition USB who buys amp gets a bunch of secret sounds that only they can use. Somebody said, can you reshape the link, repost a link? If you look, there is a pinned link in the chat. I think our marketing team also emailed and texted a link out, maybe. You resent it out? Okay. It should be in the chat. But now's the last second to join. You literally got 30 seconds. So I'd click add to cart and buy that shit now. You might as well just spam that shit in the chat for 30. Probably should have. Anyways, we're about to do the giveaway, about to do all the sauce. Last second to join. Thank you, everybody, by the way. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Really excited for all the students who join AMP. If you don't join or you're not that serious about music, it's no big deal. Thank you for coming today. We're still about to give away a bunch of free stuff. Got 5 seconds left, and we are closing it now. All right, guys. Let's do the giveaway. By the way, if you were in checkout, I would hurry up and finish because we're about to, as soon as I give this shit away, we're going to close everything. But yeah, guys, it's time we do the giveaways. I'm going to need your help over here. If you could come help me a little bit. Good luck, everyone. Let's first do this. Should we do the giveaways first and then give the link to the plugins and stuff? Or give the plugins first? We'll give the plugins first. Some people have been waiting. Some people don't give a fuck about the equipment. So can you go ahead and post the link and pin it, the new link? All right, guys. So I promised a 10 gigabyte sample collection. I promised the art of sampling, and I promised 3 free plugins. But that link is going to be posted. Can you guys make sure everything's good to go with that link? It's pinned and good to go. And if there's any issues, guys, you can just comment in the chat. My team is like literally sitting here. We can fix anything on the spot. You guys are getting Diablo for free, Corrosion for free. And what was the third one? Was it Space? Space, yeah. Sick reverb. There we go. It's posted in the chat. So all the free stuff you guys wanted is posted in the chat. Did you guys pin it? Okay, and it's officially pinned as well. Oh, Corrosion, Pluto, Diablo. My bad. Yeah, guys. So those 3 plugins you officially have for free. The comment is pinned. I have delivered on my promise. The 10 gigabyte sample collection is pinned for free. And the art of sampling, a course that I have put my blood, sweat, and tears to. The first part of the art of music production is also for free. But now we are going to be doing the giveaway. Let's start with this audio interface real quick. Who's excited to win this? Hell yes. Travis, I got to come up with some questions, my friend. Oh, I got to come up with some fucking questions. All right, guys. So, get ready. Don't forget, it's the first person to answer these questions correctly in my live stream win, not your live stream, not the recap live stream. I don't give a fuck what you say. Whatever I see, I'm going to call out. I'm a winner, and I'm good at looking at this. I'm going to ask some questions, right? And all you got to do is just answer first correctly, and you're going to win. All right. Okay, here we go. So we're giving away this, I think this universal audio called Vault. This audio interface is great. We are giving it away. The first question is, what year was Cymatics started? Go, just put the year. What year was Cymatics started? Let's see the first person to answer correctly. Holy shit, they're flying in. Somebody said Vancouver. They're just throwing random answers. People are saying ghosts. They just want to say anything they can to try and pre-guess an answer. All right, the first answer was 2014, but Akai Prod 244. No, that was so close. The answer was 2015. A lot of people got the right answer, but the person who got the right answer first was Leezx. Leexzk. So team, take note. Reach out to our team. That is the first winner. So many other people came in for 2015. Some people said 2001. Look, guys, it is the 10-year anniversary live stream. I've said it a lot. You know, quick maths would have got you there. So congratulations. Everybody congratulate the first winner. Clap up emojis. Let's clap it up. Clap it up. Okay. People are just throwing random answers out there. Fucking hilarious. By the way, guys, I'll throw a little twist in. Even if you throw a random answer, I'll throw an extra word you have to attach to the answer just to invalidate your random guesses. I see a lot of congrats. Don't try to game my system here. We're trying to have fun. We're trying to We're trying to rob someone here. Anyways. All right, guys. Next up, let's give away this guy. The SM7B. Hey, by the way, if you win this, guys, our team's going to reach out. We'll watch the replay. We'll just go back to the people I announced. But the SM7B, this is a very nice mic because it only picks up your sound when you're very close to it. But this mic is actually really sick. And we are going to give it away here. Hold it. All right, guys. So the next question coming in right here. And I don't care if you said this earlier in the chat. I'm only looking for it now. Yo, what city is Cymatics based in? Go. What city is Cymatics based in? Is that Michael Jackson? I don't think that's it. 20 people still answering the old question. Oh, boom. Yo, this guy's quick. He was the first one to answer the last one. So I see, a couple random answers. I'm seeing a lot of random stuff, but the answer was Atlanta. And the first person to answer correctly, give me 1 second here. I just took a screenshot. I'm good. 1 sec, guys. The answer was correct, which was Atlanta by AKAL_PROD444. The call prod 444. Did he win earlier? He didn't win earlier, did he? Yo, Buddy's been fast. He must have fast internet connection or something, bro. He's close to us because I keep seeing his name as one of the first people. So congratulations. Everybody congratulate him. Clap it up for him. Clap it up. Congratulations. You have won this mic right here. Congratulations. We'll send it out. Okay, let's go on. Now we have the speakers. By the way, everybody who was wanting the free plugins, the free 10 gigabyte sample pack, and the art of sampling for free, the link is still pinned right there, so you guys can get in that. We'll email and text everyone as well, but you guys get all that free stuff as well. Yeah, I got a hard question for the speakers. If you're gonna win some damn rockets, I got to come up with something good. Somebody said I need some new monitors. All right, get your ass ready then. Let's go. I got a tough question. All right. So, here we go. We got something for you guys. I got a question. For the speaker winner, this is a 3-part answer. So good luck. Good luck. Somebody says it happened in Kennesaw. First off, no. It was actually the back of Goodness Grocery at my aunt's grocery store in Atlanta, my friend. I lived in Kennesaw, yes. But Cymatics got started in the back of my aunt's grocery store. But what I was going to say is this right here. There's a 3-part answer for the speakers because it's got to be serious, all right? So get ready. Y'all got to say exactly what these answers are. And there's 3 parts. So Cymatics has an event department. We do the Music Discovery Tour all around the world. And there is 3 locations we are going to in Europe. Can you name within the next year? Can you name all 3 places as currently listed on the site that we're going to in Europe within the next year's time? There's 3 different places, and I'm looking for the cities, all 3 cities specifically, and you got to put your answer together. Don't spread up your answer. There's no way I can keep track of 3 different places. I see Los Angeles, Britain, Los Angeles, Vancouver, Britain, London, Paris, Berlin, London, Paris, Germany. Somebody said Amsterdam, Berlin, Madrid. Yeah, it's who pops up first on my live stream, and I think I have the answer right here. Let me just go back to double check. Okay, it looks like this person right here is the winner. Let me screenshot. Sorry, guys. I'm screenshotting to make sure I don't lose these. Okay, the answer was Vancouver. No, not Vancouver. Did I say Europe or did I say outside the country? Oh, shit. It's not you. I got to keep looking for an answer then. I got to keep looking. This person said Vancouver. I thought I said outside. I said Europe. Okay, we got to keep going. We got to keep. Luckily, the chat slows down and I can just go one by one. Okay, let's keep going here. See a lot of random Holy shit, guys. Y'all are blowing up. Oh my God. Yo, this chat's hard to manage. Y'all might have to help me. Y'all got it? All right, guys. Don't worry. Our team had a second computer right here. Hey, read me the name. God damn, this chat fucking blew up. Real quick, the right answer was Amsterdam, Berlin, and London. Crazy. What is it? And the winner, my team has a computer right here, was Crazy Manifest. Congratulations for being the winner of the Rocket speakers. We will be sending it to you. Yeah, a lot of people said that. Don't worry. Our internal systems here was checking. So congratulations. Yo, clap it up. Give some love. Give some loves for the winner. What was his name again? Crazy Manifest. Yo, guys, congratulations to all the winners. But even more important, thank you guys for being here today for this live stream. The most important thing is that you guys took notes on those cheat codes, or at least paid attention. Implement this stuff into you guys' production. And guys, there is a free resource. Take the Art of Sampling. It's a free course. You guys want to dive in, you want to level up your skills. We spend a lot of time on it. There's exercises, there's stuff to work on, there's free sample packs and free plugins. That stuff's not going to be up forever. The link is pinned right now. So I just want to say congratulations to all the winners. Thank you guys for all coming out. Now's the time to go in. AI is coming. I don't know what the future holds. If you have music you're sitting on, you need to put it out. Now's the time to actually build the shit. Get out there. Let's kill it. You guys are an amazing community. Let's make some amazing music for all you guys, artists, producers out there. Keep crushing it, and peace out.